protocol as well, right? But we as leadership, we also have to keep the flow going, in which we want to make sure that if we tell our nurses, hey, go ahead and give them the med kits, the pills, it's not going against what you guys are, standing for. It's just we make sure that the flow is pushed through. We don't want to cause a big scene, a big commotion. So we try to tend to say, okay, well, go ahead and continue. Just because we don't want, like it getting chaotic where we have to call you all. As well, when it comes down to, like I said before, us working together, if there is anything that you may see or hear coming from our nurses, please do not hesitate to reach out and say, hey, I've noticed this, I've noticed that with your nurse. Pull us to the side in the East Wing. That's where the elevators are. It's completely empty. So we have all the rooms open to, your ability to say, hey, come talk to me really quick. Pull me to the side and let's have a conversation about that particular nurse. Or if it doesn't even have to be bad, it could be a good situation where you're like, hey, I like how Miss such and such or Mr. such and such handled it. We want to make sure that we are reaching across all factions. Of course, we tend to be more over at PD more compared to Army because, of course, they have protocols as well. You can't be over there unless authorized to be. So you want to make sure that we are working together. We're not in competition. We're not, trying to say, okay, well, PD's not that best or, we want to make sure that we're working together. So if for any reason you feel like, hey, I noticed this, that, and the third happened in the lobby or even out in the world, you notice medics doing things they're not supposed to be doing, hey, reach out and say, hey, this is what I've noticed as well. If you would like, I'm free for it. I know Mr. B is free for it as well. If you would like to add us on here as friends, and like I said, you notice things either in the lobby or out in the world, you can feel free to contact us and let us know, hey, this is what's going on. Thank you, Miss Nova. I added you. Thank you, Mr. Vin. So, also, when it comes down to it as well, like Mr. B stated earlier about professionalism, we're trying to make sure that every person in each faction remain professional, right? So, of course, when you have the cadets or even our paramedics, our blue tops, our purple tops coming in, whether to PD or HP, we want to make sure that, hey, we're on our best behavior. Hey, we are holding ourselves at a higher standard. So we want to make sure that we're saying, okay, let me look at myself. Am I doing something wrong? Am I following my rules and my guidelines? If not, let me reevaluate. Let me go back to Discord and actually look at the rules. That way you can make sure you're on top of it. Me, I'm very big on going as far as the medic rules. We always have an MD rule class. So from time to time, we need to go over it. Of course, it's not easy to always remember, but sometimes I feel like they are refreshers so that we can be able to stay on top of everything. And then, of course, like I said, if it's not professionalism, then what are we doing? We're causing a bad name for ourselves. So please, please, please make sure that you are following all the rules set by your superiors. We will do the same for our paramedics, our green scrubs, white scrubs, blue scrubs, and so on and so forth up the chain of command. And yeah, we just want to make sure that it's a great time among the factions. Make sure that, everybody is professional, and make sure when it comes to de-escalating conflicts, as Mr. B stated, please, please, please put your body cam on, and also take evidence of that. Show what's happening. If it's a situation where you feel like it needs to be talked about, pull us to the side again, like I stated, and we can see what we can do about that. All right. Can you put a chat for me if y'all are still here with us?
Now people are sleeping in class, please. Perfect.
So of course, as Miss Brandy stated, most of those things, guys, I know sometimes the first time you hear certain things, you're going to grasp a certain, some, not all. This is why we try to keep these sort of things consistent. Classes back to back at least. Of course, it's going to be a bit switched to it. We don't want you guys get too bored into all these classes, so we kind of try to switch things up on our side too, for what we do for our medics. And of course, if you guys would like, most likely, definitely, we'll try to meet with your leaders and see how best we can come together and do some more academics and so on, and activities, in that nature, fundamental sort of things, right? We always try to give people the best game experience as well, make it a safe environment for all to go ahead and play a role in this game as well, right? So whatever storyline you're playing, make sure you stay to that at all times. Breaking that can lead to a punishment, most likely be out of the faction, dismissed. So always stay on point with your role storyline, okay? As I stated to Mr. Bob a few seconds ago, we do have a 10 p.m. mandatory meeting to go to. So we will definitely love to meet with you guys again and go over some more insights and so on. More rules and other things that can help in whatever way we can, right? Mr. Bob, I do appreciate this opportunity for us to go over and kind of start as always a starting point to everything. So appreciate this opportunity. Your fellow officers as well, I appreciate this. And we're going to try to make this a better place for everyone at least, right?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I like to say the saying, everything starts with communication. Because if you have two people building the same bridge from different sides, at some point somebody's going to get crushed in an accident. Got to have communication for anything to begin. It all talks with opening your mouth. Nobody knows what's happening if nobody opens their mouth.
That goes without saying, most definitely. So guys, speak up if you see something that's wrong. Always try to be respectful about it and listen to your high ups at all times. And one thing I always try to encourage people to do, you see this game is working off of body cam. Body cam is your best friend, not just a weapon. As a PD member, once you have that weapon and you're able to use that weapon, it's not just about the weapon itself and how you use it. It's mainly about how you protect yourself with your body cam as well. So make sure you use that to your best ability and don't just act out of, your personal feelings and so on, right? So just remember there's always somebody watching, and if you think no one is going to report you later on for some misconduct, always use your body cam because you never know what you can get into. Someone can report you for something that probably you didn't mean to do or intentionally do, or it could be coming off the wrong way because they just want to get you in trouble. So practice that body camera. Make sure that server time is in that. That server time will be at your bottom left corner screen. That is the important part of an evidence, right?
Thank you for speaking.
Yes. All right. I'll get out you guys here. I appreciate this. Do have to meet that 10 o'clock meeting, so I'll meet with you guys again. Thank you again.
You are very welcome. Before they head out, could we please stand up and give them whatever sort of clapping emoji we have? Thank you guys for your time. Even if it's a salute, that'll work too.
Most definitely. Yes. All righty.
Yo, sorry. Go ahead, B. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you guys, definitely we're gonna meet again. Appreciate this. All right.
Oh, go ahead, Joe. You got it.
This is the first time I heard Mr. Nose Boys.
Oh, have a seat, cadets. We are far from finished. We still got 9:20 to go.
Yeah, definitely. Alrighty.
All right, sir.
Okay, guys, you all take care. Make sure you always follow your orders of your high ups. Okay, they know what's best. They know how to lead you guys in every way. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you guys. All right. That was actually very nice. I really enjoyed that. Now, let's get into the PD part of this meeting, shall we? Do's and don'ts of floor one. Some of you have heard this 1,000 times and are probably hearing me talk about it. So I'm going to make this very simple and easy for you to understand. Floor one, the only thing you're doing on floor one, which honestly I wouldn't go to floor one with the way it is right now. If you're a cadet, I would highly just not go to floor one. Find anything better to do. I'm being so for real because that place is a cesspool right now and it's very dangerous for cadets. And I don't want to see any of you lose your job. There's barely an officer presence because floor one got shut down. But anyways, if you do decide to go up there and somebody is up there to enforce the rules, which likely won't be, excuse me, the only thing you do at floor one is stand underneath the metal detectors, and if the metal detector is full, you stand at one of the 3 desks. Do not go back by the jail cells, interrogations rooms, or the violation desk, or that conference room in the back near the jails. All of that is off limits because you are still a cadet. Do not go forward up the stairs near the report room. Do not go in that big-ass conference room in the middle of floor one. None of that. Do not be fighting with civilians, punching, cussing, throwing hits, because you're not even supposed to be talking or interacting with civilians in the first place. So if you're up there fighting, you're definitely going to jail. The only difference is you're going to lose your suit and all your progress, and they're just going to laugh and come back and do it to the next cadet. Because all it takes is 3 violations for you to lose your uniform. That's it. You get 3 violations. Hell, if it's from us or added on by the state, that's it. Your suit automatically disappears and we can't do nothing except you're going to have to start over. That's it. That's all. So if you accidentally punch a cop or something, apologize and immediately turn yourself in to clear that off your record so it doesn't mess you up. All right? Because we don't want to see you guys get messed up. I want to make sure that everybody in this room has the best time they can, enjoys their time as a police officer, and for the most part makes it to being a police officer, okay? So put a 2 in the chat. Fantastic. All right.
I put it in the chat.
Oh, yeah, you good, Vin. Don't worry, I'm watching the chat. Everybody's safe so far. Secondly, the do's and don'ts of floor zero.
I'm just making sure because it's not showing up for me. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry, it's showing up for me. You okay? Trust me, if I didn't see your 2, I would say something. Best believe. But let's see. Do's and don'ts of floor zero now. This is also going to be pretty quick. On floor 0, do not put any of your 10 fingers or 2 palms on my police cars. And once again, still a civilian. Do not be in there touching, driving, or doing anything to police cars. Because if you do that, we will take you to jail. And once more, all it takes is 3 violations and you're gone. We don't want it to come to that. But at the same time, rules are rules. And when you are warned and you break those rules, there will be punishment. Some people in here like being punished. Others, not so much. I'm just going to assume none of you do. So please don't do that. Secondly, your personal vehicles. Do not be driving your personal vehicles in the garage. That is a big major no-no. If you want to get in your personal vehicle, you go up to floor 1, out through the front doors, spawn your vehicle in the parking lot, and you take off from there. It's not a hard run. It won't even take you that long. If you do that, you will be cautioned about it. We normally give out warnings before we just start arresting people. Speaking of people and civilians, do not let random civilians into the garage. If you're coming back from a trainee patrol or whatever, and somebody says, can you let me into the garage? I don't care what they say. Do not do that if they're not wearing a blue police uniform like one of us, because you will get nailed just like they are. We will nail everybody in that car and including you, except the only difference is you'll use your uniform and you'll get blacklisted. And blacklisted means you can never be a cop again in this state. And yes, we are blacklisting people for letting people into the garage because we are tired of it. They come into the garage, they troll, disturb our operations, run people over during hiring. It's ridiculous. So don't do that. Lastly, not least, on the topic of disturbing operations, do not, and I mean do not whatsoever, when you see us training in the gym and you hear all the tasering and gunfire, don't open the doors to the gym, because it's either going to get you shot or arrested. We're in there hosting training so that way we can become better equipped and secure with our weapons. That is not a good thing you want to do. So please don't. Put a 2 in the chat if you understand so far. Fantastic. Now that we're past that segment, we're going to move into my next segment. The things you are going to need for your interview. What's going to get you into the line and in for your interview. Okay? Number one, you're going to need a CS certificate. That's the easiest thing to get. If any of you were in the medic faction, then guess what? You already have your CS certificate if you work for the hospital, so no need to worry about that. I'll teach you how to find it in a minute, though. Next, you're going to need a ride along with a vested officer or higher. That goes from me to Joel to Terrence. Anybody that looks like that with a police vest or a suit like me if you want to get really fancy. All of us are qualified to do one. Up next, you're going to need one of these Ralph's office classes, which congratulations, you're sitting in one right now. Pat yourself on the back. Lastly, you're going to need a microphone because during the hiring event, we will ask you to use your microphone so we can communicate and confirm. That also helps us confirm the last and final thing, which you have to be 18 years or older. If you are under the age of 18, you are more than welcome to walk out now and take the uniform out so you don't waste your time or ours. But I pretty much heard everyone in here and everybody sounds grown as shit. So we're going to go ahead and hope and pray that you all are. All right? Put a 2 in the chat if you understand. Also, please remember these when I'm naming them off because in the interview is going to ask you for 2 out of 5 requirements to join the PD. That was pretty much all the requirements except a few. All right. Okay. All right. So now on to finding your CS certificate because I told you I would help with that. If you look at the top right of your screen, you'll see 3 white lines all stacked on top of each other. Click that, click on profile, and then you click documents. And on the left-hand side of your wallet at the very bottom, right beside CCW license, you'll see CS certificate. If there is a card in that slot, then you have it. If there isn't a card, then you don't have it. And if you want to know how to send it to somebody, at the top of your screen, still in the right corner, you'll see a book, a clipboard, a bail, and then a book bag. You click on the book bag, you click on the final symbol, which is the ID card going to the right. You find your CS certificate, which you'll know what it looks like if you've seen it in your wallet, and then you slide your CS certificate onto the person you're trying to show it. Ms. Nova, could I please get your CS certificate? That is not right, ma'am. That's your police ID card. I need your CS certificate. There it is. Miss Saturday, sir. Ma'am, do you have your CS certificate? All right, I'm 2-0 so far. Iron Mike, I know you got your CS certificate. If you need help finding it, let me know. If you don't have it, also let me know because we'll make sure. Sir, that's your driver's license. That's not a CS certificate. Also wrong. That's not your CS certificate. I'm going to have to believe you don't have it, so we'll take care of that after class. That's your vehicle specs. Okay, that's your record book. Boss, I'm going to have to assume you don't have it, and we'll go down there and get you one afterwards. That's your ID card. Mr. Sean Killer, sir, I know you got your diploma. Absolutely. Lastly but not least, Mr. Vin Diesel. All right, so everybody except Iron Mike, but we will take care of that after class. Wiggity, wiggity, wow, wow. All right, now we're going into you made it to the interview. Congratulations. Okay, you've made it to the interview. Look at that. We're doing good. We're having a good time. Everybody's made it to the interview. Now they're going to start getting into the hard part. Step 1, you're going to need a working Discord, and your Discord display name needs to be the same as your in-game name. So if your in-game name is Vin Diesel, Sean Killer, Sad Boy Mike, Sadity or Sadity Kiss, and Nova, however you pronounce that last name, then that should be what your display name says. Because before the interview even begins, we're gonna ask you, can you please give us your Discord, or go ahead and add us so we can confirm on that. Because we're gonna be sending you a bunch of stuff in your Discord DMs after the interview for you to input, which is called your macros. Now, on to the roleplay rules. This is really important. Please sit up in your seats and pay attention, because this is also going to be an interactive portion. At the top of the right hand of your screen, I want you to click on that book symbol we previously talked about. When you click on that book symbol, it's going to open up to navigation. Click on the second tab, which says rules. Then you're going to scroll down to section number 5. You can literally see they're numbered in numerical order. So you're going to scroll down to section number 5, which will say roleplay rules. That is where you will find all your RP rules at. You need to know those, and you need to know where they are. With that being said, Mr. Vin Diesel, could you give me RP 1? If you need help finding it, Mr. Vin Diesel, let me know.
It is, hold on. I can't use mic while I'm looking at it. It's
Yes, you can. Hold down the mic and then click on the book, and it'll stay held down. Just don't take your finger off. You got this, Mr. Vin Diesel. We believe in you.
RP1 is, killing, do you hear me still?
Yep, I can still hear you. Just don't take your finger off of the button when you're doing it. If you took your finger off, that means it's stopped. But also, you sound like you're trying to name it, so...
Deathmatch, killing another player without RP reason, punishable by 20 minutes in jail.
Yep, there it is. Somebody needs to silence their phone. Mr. Sean Killer, give me RP2.
Deathmatch, auto, dealing with damage or destroy another player or vehicle.
Hell yeah. All right, last but not least, Iron Mike. Not last. What am I saying? Iron Mike, I need RP3. Okay, well, looks like Mr. Iron Mike just flailed out for credit. See how fast you go? Let's see. Mrs. Saturday, ma'am, I need RP17.
Which one is it?
RP17, ma'am.
Let me see. That sounds not the type. RP what?
Number 17, ma'am. Lucky number 17.
17. He's trying to speak. Wait, I don't see 17. I see 16.
Yep, I'm gonna stop you right there. You got the right answer. There is no RP17. That means you know where to find them. Thank you, Miss Saturday.
Okay.
All right, Miss Nova. Lastly but not least, I'm gonna give you a special one. RP14.
Sexual harassment, any form of sexual action, including simulation and explicit dialogue or actions, the use of ethnic and or LGBTQIA slurs, stalking other players, or excessive verbal detail and descriptions with sexual undertones. All sexual actions between players must be performed with the prior consent of all participating individuals. Even with prior consent, such roleplay actions must not take place in public areas or areas frequently visited by other players, including but not limited to jail, hospital, job zones, parking lots, etc. Punishment: 60-minute mute of voice and text chat, or an account ban ranging from 24 hours to 30 days.
Fantastic. And that one is a very important one to remember, because I understand some of you want to find a lady or man friend in this game. I don't care what you go for. You want to have your fun, and that's cool, but we don't want you to get in trouble while having your fun and then get fired for it. I don't know about you guys, but I am very safe. If I ever have had any one of those interactions, it is always done in the space of an apartment, and I make sure to body cam the consent. I don't play no games. Anybody try and trap me, they're going to end up trapping themselves all day long. Put a 2 in the chat if you understand. That is why we keep saying body cam saves you. Because of situations like that, because some people really are evil and they'll get you in that situation. They'll consent to it in the moment, but then later on they'll say you committed RP14. You ain't got no body cam, but they damn sure do. So always just take proper protection. It's not being weird, it's just protecting yourself, because other people are weird sometimes. And don't let the weird get you. Mr. Terrence Howell, sir, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Mr. Terrence Howell is going to take over for a moment and tell you how to enter your macros. Mr. Terrence Howell, whenever you tell them how to enter their macros, I want you to drop a macro for them to put in so they know how to do it, and I'll read the chat when I come back from the bathroom. You have the floor, Mr. Howell.
All right. Y'all see the 4 squares at the bottom of your left screen? That's where you're going to type your macros in at. So now I'm about to put a micro in the chat so y'all can see. Okay, it's like always /me. When you do stuff like this, it's /me. And then you put what you have to put in the chat, in the micro. So it's /me, and then you're going to do /do. This is a /do right here. See, it shows up pink. So when you see those 4 bars at the left corner of your screen, that's where you're going to enter your micros at. Mr. Killer, you have to do /me, space, then hello, my name is Officer. They have to pop up, just like that. Like Vin Diesel. I'm an ex-police officer, so I have a lot of macros already. Nah, you good, sir. So I'm gonna put another micro in the chat. Yeah, no, that's right too. They have to be in green. So I'm gonna put another micro in the chat, and I'm gonna put another do in the chat /do, and y'all just put it in the chat and make it, just put it in the chat so I can see it. Yeah, /do, and then space, PD, disable suspect's vehicle. And these micros will be sent to you all through Discord. So you'll have all the proper micros once you get joined into the faction. Do anybody have a question for me?
No, sir. It's pretty clear.
All right. Colonel Joe, you have anything?
Floppy?
Say it again, sir.
Do we still use slash floppy? Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put a slash flog in the chat right quick.
There is one. You see, guys? Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead, Joe.
So you guys see the Team 4 copy on the chat. You will always see that when there's any MTU or any other officers or dispatch request a radio check. You will see officers dropping their floppy Team 4 copy that macro as letting them your service. We have other floppies macros that we can use to communicate also between us. For example, when I get online, I drop my floppy 10.8 macro, which is this one. It's in service. We have also the ones that we use whenever we go on patrol, which is the 10.12. Active ride along, Vatican on. And there are more as well that we can use to communicate with dispatch, like 1013 shots fired, 1015 suspect in custody en route to PD. That's whenever we handcuff somebody, we arrest someone, and we are taking them to the station to book them. Another thing is when we are asking for the location of, let's say, another order, either because there was reported, but we do not know where that at. We drop our 1012 floppy, which is asking for the location where the shots fired are. That way we can go there and provide backup to our fellow officers.
What?
Okay? Any questions?
Oh, hold
No,
on.
sir. All right.
One more second.
Would you do me a favor? Hand me a bottle of water, some apple seltzer out the bathroom.
All right, so do you guys know how can you drop the 10-4 floss? It's the same way we do it with the /me and /do. It's just that instead of those words, we write these. Check in the chat.
Yeah, it's the little 4 little squares on your left hand side, left corner of your screen.
Did my pop up? One question, Mr. Dills.
Did my floppy pull up on your screen?
Oh, nope, I don't see it. Can you drop it again? Make sure that there's no space between, like, the first thing you have to write is /, no spaces. Then floppy, and after floppy, there's a space, and you write either the 10-4 or whichever you are reporting. That's good, Sean, but no spaces at the beginning. Do it one more time. So remember, no spaces. Whenever we are using a macro, there should not be a space before the /.
Yeah, so it's /floppy space then the police micro.
But those are all cold relief tablets.
Did mine pop up that time?
No, I don't see it, sir.
All right, Hal.
I don't understand. I don't know why my floppies are pulling up there.
Oh, Vin Diesel, your floppies aren't pulling up because you're not a cop. You have to be in a blue uniform for the floppies to work. You can only use /me's and do's.
Oh, that was my bad, Pop. I did not know that.
Oh, that's okay. But hey, we all learned something. Well, see, at least you know how they do it. Okay, remember that. And also, if you need macro training, once you click on the box and that book symbol in the macro box, it literally opens up to a preview. So, hey, you know, watch that if you need to. We have very effective teaching tools. All right, let's see. I think we covered it all. It's about 10:32. Final question. And I want you guys to be honest so I can know how effective this is. If you feel like you actually learned something, or if you feel like this was the worst goddamn class you've ever attended, and I want you to be honest, because this honesty helps us for in the future, I want you to rate this class using the numbers on a 1 to 5 star scale. That means anywhere between 1 to 5. 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. Throw it up in the chat. This kind of data helps us because then we can better curve and perfect our classes and actually teach you guys something. So if there was something you felt you didn't learn or something we didn't go over long enough, that this is the time where we would pick you out and be like, why did you give us a 1 or such and such? But yeah, with that being said, class is up. Everybody's free to go.
All right, guys, come with me.
Yeah, Terrence and Joel will take you all back to the PD.
I am so sorry.
Oh, that's all right.